Hello everyone, this is Natalie here, and I'm going to be doing the March 13th to the 31st Celtic Cross Tarot spread for Taurus. And I'm going to instruct along the way so that you guys can do this at home if you like to. Okay, so this is my protocol. This is how I do it. So before I start any new reading, I knock on my tarot deck and shake out any of the loose energy to get set up for the next reading. Then I begin shuffling the cards and I meditate and think on the question at hand. So in this case, it's Taurus. It's Taurus from the middle to the end of March. What can we expect for Taurus? Taurus for March 2019. And as far as knowing when the cards are done, so we got a card pop out. That tells me when they're done. When cards start popping out, we have two, and I usually cap it off at two. If there's a bunch that come out, I put them back and I keep shuffling. So either when you feel like they're done, inside, oh, they're done, stop and cut, or when they pop out, that's kind of the cards telling you that they're ready to be drawn. So we'll get to these in a minute. The Celtic Cross spread is a 10-card spread, and here we go. 1, 2, above and below, side to side. And then 7 through 10 are in a straight row on the side right here. Okay. And then, of course, so the bottom of the deck, that card is another significator, environment card, or another clue that'll help give us some meaning and some context to our reading. And we also have these other two cards on the side, so I'm going to put this kind of right here. Okay, Taurus, let's jump right into it. So what I first picked up, the Page of Cups. This is a very sweet, if albeit a little bit naive individual, kind of offering his cup of love to people. Not really sure of himself, however, but very, very sweet nonetheless. More often than not, the pages are communication. So they're messages given, received, sent, transmitted. So maybe there's some communication going on with you right now. The card that crosses it is our obstacle, our challenge, or more information about our situation here. And we have the King of Pentacles. So this is either a person, and actually we have two kings and an empress, but I'll get to that in a minute. It's these are either real people or you, or qualities in you or in those around you. So the King of Pentacles is, the kings are usually married men. This is a man of great wealth and means and comfort. So this is the king of his own little dominion here, and he's managing his affairs and his family and his wealth responsibly. So maybe there's some news about him. I don't know. Let's wait till we get some more information, right? Okay, so this card in this position is the foundation of the reading. This is how you got into this situation. This is the heart of it, or the foundation. Okay, Taurus, King of Wands. Someone's strategizing. This is usually, another married man, another king. Maybe a man, maybe the qualities, but this is someone who's also using his strategy to control his life, control the world around him and his environment. And the staves, the wands, are usually the creative suit and the business end of it, whereas the pentacles are the money end. So this card in this position is an influence just fading away. You still feel its effects, but it's right up behind you, okay? Taurus, very typical Taurians, you're holding on to your money. You're holding on to everything that you hold dear for dear life. Look at, you have 4 coins and every single one's touching you and you're gripping it. See those little hands? That's just par for the course for Tauruses. So you're definitely holding on, saving. The card over here is an influence that's just coming into your life. It's something you can expect next. It's the next immediate thing, the next action you're going to take, or the next thing you can expect from the outside world. The Ace of Swords. So this is a victory. This is a victory coming out of nowhere. Maybe it's this king that brings it to you. Maybe it's you taking it for yourself. But there's some winning over here. The sword of justice comes down on your side, or the sword of decision comes down on your side, or it's a really courageous new beginning of something. Maybe some enterprise. This is already looking sort of, except for this cup, this relationship card, it's looking business and money. So I would think it has something to do with that. The card above is a future environment, a future milieu. If this is the heart of the matter, the foundation of this reading, this is the foundation of something in the future coming up, an environment that you can expect in the far future. This is the upcoming future, far future. This is the recent past, and this is the far past. You're resting, and I think you're resting after this victory. Whatever this was, this hard-won fight, you're going to take a break now. You're going to take a break. Or maybe everything else that transpires will cause you to take a break. Because this card is either resting before you get into something or resting after you've completed a lot of activity. It's either before something big going on or directly after something big going on. But it's that period of rest. Rest and contemplation and really thinking things through. Maybe paying more attention to your dreams. Okay, Taurus. Let's see what else we've got. Now we're on our panel in our little tower. This card is the position you're currently in right now. This is the role that you are currently playing. What are you rejecting, Taurus? You're saying no to something being offered to you. Maybe you don't want this cup. You have even these 3 cups over here, and yet you're still rejecting something. Something's not good enough for you. There's still some cups there, but it doesn't look like you're interested in what is being offered to you. And who knows what that could be. You tell me what that is. It looks like maybe there's something that you're still fighting for, something that you still want in the future. This card in this position is how other people see you, Taurus. And other people see you. The Empress is incredibly fertile. Okay, she is the fertility queen. Everything grows around her. Look at all of this nature, all of this wheat, all of that. Look at that. So you're someone that can make things grow. It's a very typical Taurus, Venusian, fertile association with Tauruses. Tauruses have land, they have property, they grow things, they grow vegetation, they make things, like food type things, and they make stuff. So that's very typical. And you even have the emblem of Venus right here on her shield, which Tauruses are ruled by Venus. So there you go. This card in this position is your hope or your fear. Sometimes both. Taurus, in the month of March 2019, I think this is, if it's your hope, you want your life to go in a whole different direction. You want this break. You want to take this time to sit out and think of how you're going to take your life into a whole completely different direction. There's something that you're still wanting to be victorious over, and that's what you want. As a fear, it could be a big change. It will be a big change. The Hangman is a suspension before a huge undertaking, before a huge change, an irreversible change. And even if Taurus knows that it's good for them, they still don't like change. They're still change averse. So it's your hope and your fear. That's what I believe. Okay, this card, that's your end result card. This is the outcome card, and this is what you get. You still not make up your mind? You still don't make up your mind, Taurus. There's indecision. There's hands tied. There's still something tying you up. There's an indecisiveness still going on within you. Tauruses are notorious for not moving for anything until they're absolutely ready, and you're not moving prematurely. There's maybe this is a littler victory because you're still going to take out this time. Both these sword cards, this is mental activity here. So this is you taking that rest and making sure. It's such a Taurus thing, because you're not gonna It's sort of a defeatist type of thing because you don't. I wouldn't want to see it in the result in the outcome card. Hope you wish this were resolved, but it's not yet at the end of March 2019. It's just not. And let's look for more clues as to what this could be or how we can move past it. The cards that jumped out for you, Taurus, the Queen of Swords, and what's this? Seven of Cups. So it looks like it's this indecision again. This indecision. You have so many cups to look towards. You don't know which one you want. You want them all, maybe. They all look so attractive to you. Which one is it going to be, though? Maybe you only have resources to go after one. So which one do you want the soonest? The Queen of Swords. This is permission. This is permission granted or not granted. And I'm thinking you might ask for permission and you don't get it. You might not get it. Out of these three cards, and the bottom, the Lover's card. I think this is more of your hope. This might be some alleviating energy that you can use to be in a smart business partnership or to perhaps even facilitate a better relationship with this Queen of Swords. Whoever you're waiting for permission, I'm not sure. I can't say confidently that you get it. I think you're trying to bring this energy into it. This is the significator, the environmental energy, and the cards that popped out are popping out for a reason. So if this is the end result, this is your outcome, why? This is the statement that supports the answer. This is a supportive evidence. And I think you don't get permission. And maybe you don't get permission because of this indecisiveness. Maybe you don't get permission. Maybe you don't give yourself permission because you're hung up on something. But this Queen, I mean, it's just very clear. She holds out her hand that says it's okay to rise off your knees. I mean, it just doesn't get more clear than that. And paired with this cup card, they're opposites, actually. They're really, really opposites. This is someone that doesn't know what they want, doesn't know what decision to make, and this is the one that makes all the decisions. This is the Queen. So it could be a real woman in your life that denies you. It could be you denying someone permission. So that's what I'm kind of picking up. But it does appear that maybe you're saying no to some relationship, some business partnership, okay? I think the victory that we mentioned earlier, I think the victory has to do more with the monetary aspect because it's directly following this king. The King of Pentacles is what's giving you the victory, and it's this Queen that's maybe holding you back because it's this Queen paired with your outcome card. You have this on this side, and you have this on this side, and then you have the indecision and the rest card up here. Okay? So maybe go back to this person, take more of this energy, be more of this king to generate more victorious energy for yourself. Or maybe you can't really help it because this could also be victory coming out of nowhere. Coming out of nowhere. So you might just, get lucky, and then you try to go for something, and then some more indecisive energy kind of trips you up. Okay, Taurus? All right, I hope this helps some. But let me know how it works out. I'd love to get a follow-up on this. Thanks for watching, Taurus.